Okay, my name is Chad Stambaugh, and I'm a retired Master Sergeant from the United States Marine Corps, and I was in from 1982 to 2002. So 3 weeks after I graduated high school, I was in boot camp in Paris Island, South Carolina, and like I said, I was in for 20 years. Some of the following campaigns that I was in: I was in Grenada, I was in Desert Storm. I was in Operation Uphold Democracy in Haiti. And then right before I retired, I helped with, I was in the Pentagon when 9/11 happened. I was actually in the parking lot with my CO, and we were heading back to Quantico, where I was stationed. When the plane hit, and I actually had to grab my colonel, my CO, and both of us dove under a Humvee so that we would not get hit by any of the shrapnel from the plane. And then from there, after we came out from underneath the Humvee, we seen all the damage and everything. And of course, we didn't know what was going on at the time. So my CO called back to the Weapons Training Battalion because that's where I was. I was the acting sergeant major of the Weapons Training Battalion at Quantico, which is right next to the FBI Academy. And we called all our weapons instructors up, and we, within an hour, along with other agencies, created a secure perimeter all the way around the Pentagon because we didn't know what was coming next after the plane hit. So I spent the next 18 hours guarding the Pentagon. And so by that point, though, after everything else I was involved in, I decided 20 years was enough. Uh, so I got out and haven't looked back, but I had a great time in. And as you can see here on the right, that oh my self-indulgent hero medals there. Um, some of the places I was at. Here's a picture of me when I was in South Korea. Did a lot of operations with the ROK Marines there. Anybody that's been in South Korea, you know what I'm talking about. It's the equivalent of the United States Marine Corps, South Korean Marines. Second picture here is a picture of me, and I think that's me right there. Yeah, that's me right there. We were in Okinawa, Japan, and we had just built a new obstacle course. So of course we had to test it out to see how it worked and everything like that. And then over here, another picture of me. That's me right there, waiting. We were in the Philippines, and we were getting ready to do a joint exercise with the Special Forces with the Philippines. So what Angela was talking about earlier is some of the things I like to do besides being in the military, and one of our personal things is I am a paranormal investigator. So I've been doing that for 15 years, and I've written several books on it, and actually at one time had a podcast show on the paranormal. And these are just some of the awards I won with my books. And then this one over here, I think, is for this one here is for my podcast that I got in 2015. And then some of the books that I've written. Uh, First, one of the first books here is this is a three-book series called The Contagion. And a little story behind this is I finished and put the book out 6 months before COVID hit. And somehow all my readers and then a lot of other people that started reading this and got through the second book by the time COVID hit, uh, thought that I knew COVID was coming because what I wrote in these books actually was very familiar to what happened during COVID. So people thought that I was in a conspiracy, that I knew what was going on. And it was interesting trying to tell people, no, I made this up and I didn't know COVID was coming. This book here is I call the Paranormal Dictionary. This is one of my probably my most selling book. Probably one in three out of every paranormal investigator or paranormal investigating team in the world has this book. It's a very thick book. It's got all the definitions and different things that you will run into while you're doing an investigation. Um, and then my last book that I've written is this one right here called The Taken. And it's kind of loosely based on an experience that I had when I was younger with my children. My children were actually taken by my ex-wife and was flown back to the Philippines because she's from the Philippines. And so I had to go through a lot of hoops and had a lot of service members that I still knew, even though I was retired, help me get my children back when they were very young. And so this is kind of like loosely based on that. And two book series I'm working on right now is one's called The Hand of the Angels. This is a book one of a trilogy, another trilogy. And then another one, it's a two-book series called Chloe, which is kind of a dystopian type of book. I've never written in that genre before, so that's what I'm trying to get into. And that is pretty much about me and my background. Let me stop sharing that. And let me go into what I do today.
I told y'all he was interesting.
All right, this is my website. I just wanted to show you this. Uh, Everybody can see the screen, correct? Okay. Um, I run a SaaS agency, which is an all digital agency. I do website designs, as you can see. I also do social media packages, SEO, reputation management. I also create chat bots, and I also do what we call short intro videos. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I want to do is show you this what we do for our customers. And I'll just let this play for maybe a minute or so.
We can't hear it. So when you share your screen, you have to click the box that says share sound.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it happens.
I keep forgetting that part. So,
And we've all done it.
Yep.
and share sound. Okay, there we go. So we should be good. I'm gonna start it over real quick.
Welcome to the
Can you hear
thrilling
it now?
world of
Yes.
digitalization. Businesses are revolutionizing how they engage with customers like never before. The digital marketing wave has arrived, and it's changing the game of customer connection. Welcome to CS Designs, where we bring your digital dreams to life. Our visually stunning, mobile-friendly websites are designed to captivate your audience. We ensure
Okay, I'm not gonna play any more of that, but what I reason I brought it up is because it's a explainer video. This is AI. This is not a live person. This is an avatar. Okay, so unless you didn't know that, some people don't. Uh, this is the fourth generation that I've created. I'm actually working on generation five now, where it's even more fluid, and it's very hard for people to actually tell that uh, it's an actual, not an AI person. So, so like I said, we do short videos, e-commerce, we do business loans, we do health benefits. So if you know a company or you own a company that has a minimum of 25 W-2 employees, we can help you get benefits where it doesn't cost you or your employees a dime. And if you're interested in how that works, I can show you and we can do a one-on-one and I can explain that to you. Then one of the other things I want to show you here is what we do is we do workers training and safety videos. And we have three different areas. One is environmental health and safety, business skills, leadership and employability, and mental health and well-being. And so what you can see here is a lot of them, if you're interested, we have trials where it's free. So you can try the first one to see if you're interested and if you can buy it later. One of the most favorite, well, not favorite, but the most top selling right now is this one here, the active shooter. Unfortunately, because of the situation in today's world, businesses want to be able to help find a way to protect their employees in case of an active shooter comes in their business. So we have a video on that to show them actually how to create safe spaces and how to get away from shooters, or even try to help talk them down before, it gets too far. So we have all these different types of injuries, back injury prevention, biohazards, all kinds of different ones under the environmental health and safety. Over here, business skills, we have anti-harassment and bullying. We even have ChatGPT masterclass, so you can learn how to use ChatGPT. Combating cyber attacks if you're a business. Cybersecurity. I know a couple of guys, I think one of the other guys on here talk about cybersecurity a lot. I just want to scroll down here real quick. If you want to learn more about AI itself, we have different courses: ethics in AI, how to do Facebook advertising if you've never done it before, Facebook for business, Instagram for business, Instagram marketing strategies that you can try. And you can see that most of these are pretty inexpensive. Introduction to AI and introduction to AI prompt engineering, which is like how to use ChatGPT and all the other ones. We have another one called Introduction to Emotional Intelligence, which is a very interesting course. Another one here, Introduction to Generative AI. Another one, LinkedIn for Business. If you want to get on LinkedIn and actually how to use it, we have a course that teaches you how to do that. And then we have Microsoft Excel. If you've ever interested in learning how to use Excel, we have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced classes. And then we just scrolling down through some of that. If you want to learn how to do presentation skills, I need to redo this myself, do a little bit better on presentations. Problem solving in the workplace, sales skills and stuff like that. And then we have our mental health and well-being, which is a lot of them. If you want to know more about mental health, like ADHD awareness, how to handle, what to do with somebody that has that, autism awareness, young children and young people's mental health. If you want to learn, if you have anybody in your family that's went through a hard time, you want to learn how to maybe help them with ADHD or autism or whatever. If you know somebody that's going in through dementia or something like that, we have courses where it can help you understand what that person is going through. Depression awareness. So mental health awareness and stress management. And so we just have those different videos that, as you can see, most of them are very, very cheap. And free trials on the first one, as you can see. So I'm going to stop sharing because that's pretty much what CS Designs Marketing is all about. I guess here, anybody got any questions?
Yes, Chad, can you put that link in the chat? I'm going to look at a couple of them myself.
Yes, I will do that right now, Ruben.
I had a question and I thought to myself, I need to remember to
There's
ask
the
first.
link there, Ruben.
Oh, that's perfect. I got that now.
Okay,
Thank you, Chad.
you're welcome.
Did
Sarah,
he,
you had a question or something?
did you put your information in the chat?
I'm doing it right now. I just
Oh,
seen Sarah had her hand up, so I figured she had a question or something.
yeah. Sarah, you're muted.
You're muted.
I was saying you were first, Angela, so you ask your question. I'll go after you.
Who?
You were
Angela.
first. Yeah,
No,
Angela.
I was clapping.
Oh, okay. All right. Um, you do a great deal, Chad. In fact, actually, I've got 20 show genres, and you could fit under quite a number of them. There's so much that you're sharing there. There's a lot to unpack, which, of course, I'd love to be able to do in a show. Um, about how much of your military training has led you on the path that you're on now?
I'd say it gives me I took out of it a lot of leadership and organizational skills and self-motivation because being a business owner, you really have to stay focused and organized. And I talking to hundreds of business owners, small to medium sized business owners. That's one of the things I find when I talk to them about my services is they're having a hard time staying organized and focused on what they need to do. And that's one of the things that we try to do is help them get organized by giving them website and doing chat bots and other things like that. So that way it takes a lot of stuff off their plate so that they can actually run the business, not be the business.
Mhm. Yeah, I have found through the people I've interviewed from them. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. We have a couple more minutes. It's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I have found that for many people that have come from the military that have started businesses, you're addressing mental health, you're addressing health, you're addressing how people can set up a business. And I have found for the numerous people that I've interviewed, it is that discipline, it is seeing that need, and being able to focus in on what needs to be done coming from that experience. And I would say pretty well all of them have said that their military experiences has set them up for what they're doing today.
Mhm.
You find the same?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nat,
I have a question. On the videos, I was wondering how long they are and when you pay the price for them, if they are there to listen more than once, or is it just a
If
one-time
you
shot?
order one, you have up to 2 years to go back and watch it again, again, and again. You have up to 2 years on most of them. Some of them are 1 year, but most of them are 2 years. So once you buy it, you have up to 2 years. You can go back and access it again at any time.
And how long are they?
Oh, they vary.
Depending on what the topic is, they could be a couple minutes to maybe 60 minutes. Actually, I think on there they actually if you go back on the link, it'll show you down at the bottom of each one how many minutes they are. Like the one for the autism, I think it's 30 minutes, 90 minutes for the children and young people's mental health. And they're broken down in several different uh, sections, videos. And then at the end, if it actually gives you some testing and stuff like that, and if you pass all the tests and stuff like that, you can actually get a certificate showing that you completed that course. And if you're a company, you can actually rebrand. So say like you're a restaurant and you take the videos and stuff like that, and you're doing back injury prevention videos or slip and slide videos, stuff like that, and your employee passes and takes the test and passes everything, you can, and when they get their certificate, you can actually rebrand that your company's logo on their certificate.
Wow.
Mm.
Hey, Chad. How about a nice little video of how to become a karaoke singing king?
I think Peter's got a question. He's got his
Yeah,
hand up.
I just wanted to say, Chad, that I'm very impressed by how well organized and how comprehensive the program is, on top of the fact that you've written half a dozen books. You know, Angela is correct. You've got quite a bit going on between those two ears of yours, and it's quite impressive.
That's
So,
why I don't have any hair.
yeah,
That's why
I
I'm bald.
realize I realize you sit there scratching your head thinking, what am I going to do next? I got it. But you've done an extremely good job, and
Thank you, David.
that's a tremendous resource that you've provided. So I just wanted to applaud you on that.
Thank you.
Oh, I did have a question. You also, one of your services that you offer is Legal Shield, correct? Or no?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think we should talk about like B and I do the Legal Shield employee benefits. I don't do the insurance as of yet. So I'm interested to learn more about the employee benefits that you offer so that it could maybe refer people to you for that. So
Yes. Yeah, we can have another one-on-one and I can tell you about it.
yeah, well, we need to set up something again for our one from Friday. So
Yeah.
anyways, but all right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much. I thought that was just really fascinating. I'm happy to actually get to see the books that you've
And all
written.
those books can be found on Amazon.
Okay, how many books are there? And is there a link to those books and the information you share?
I don't have a link in there, but if you just go in on Amazon.com and then click on the category books and then put in my name, all my books will pop up. There's like about 8 or 9 of them.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, y'all be sure to reach out to Chad. Some things that you can do, I believe, to help him would be follow him on social media. Like you're pretty much everywhere, right, Chad?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram.
okay. Are you, and I know you're on Alignable, do you have a YouTube channel?
I have a YouTube, but I don't actually have a channel. What I do is I keep on my YouTube for all the videos that I make for companies. If you actually find my video in there, CS Designs, you'll find a whole bunch of videos on there of all the introduction explainer videos I've made for dozens of different businesses.
Okay, great. Well, make sure that you all get connected and schedule something with him.